I'm Juliette, and this is Tarot of the Week. I'm also known as the Scorpion Goddess. Welcome to my channel, where I break down the tarot cards for a collective reading for everybody, for advice and guidance. So take what resonates, leave what does not, for this week from the 16th to the 22nd of January. What's up, you guys? It's a whole other week, and we are finally moving direct with Mercury retrograde ending. Mars retrograde just had ended, and well, last week Mars retrograde ended, and this week Mercury retrograde ends. So things will start to move forward. We're also entering into Aquarius season, and we have an Aquarius new moon. So there's a lot of energy happening this week. But we're going to see what the cards have in store. So before I begin, of course, subscribe to this channel if you have not yet. I am less than 200 subs away from becoming monetized. So please subscribe, help me, help you. I do these every week. I also post a card of the day, 1-minute video. So make sure you check that out too. If you're not following me on all of my platforms, please do so. And check out your Capricorn season Tarotscopes. If you haven't yet, it's still Cap season. We're going to be entering Aquarius season towards the end of the week. And I will have Aquarius season Tarotscopes come up at some point. And make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Like this video right now. And comment how it resonates too. And share it with somebody you think will be interested in hearing this stuff. I might need to hear a message, you know what I mean? Alright, so we're going to get into this week's tarot reading. I'm going to be using the T.O.T.W. Everybody, I've been getting compliments on this deck a lot. My brother got it for me for my birthday. And it's my favorite deck to use right now. So we're going to connect to see what's in store for everybody. Alright. Okay. What is this? 5 cards? Alright, so we got the 2 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, Knight of Wands, 4 of Cups, and 8 of Cups. Okay. Now, when I see this 2 of Pentacles, I'm trying to figure out balance. 6 of Cups. When is my time? I keep thinking about the past. Okay. Knight of Wands. Feeling aggravated, like things aren't happening as fast as we want them to. 4 of Cups. Nothing's going to change. We keep doing the same thing. And 8 of Cups. Again, like something needs to be walked away from. So this week, there's a whole lot of looking back in the past, feeling frustrated. Things aren't happening at the speed I want them to. This is what everybody is going to be feeling as an energy. When the hell is my time going to happen? I keep putting in the work. Okay, I see you guys. It's like you're putting in the work, but you're doing the same thing. And this creative flow looks like it's lacking this week. There's something in your creative flow that's holding you back and not allowing you to persevere, to move forward. And that's where the struggle is coming in at. We want things to happen at a quick pace, right? But we live in a society where we need instant recognition, and things take time to work towards. But it's like, okay, things take time. What do I need to do to switch this up? And this is what we're going to be struggling with this week. And I see a lot of nostalgia, a lot of thoughts from the past coming in. This could be old ways of how you used to handle your finances and your money, and you're trying to move away from that too, right? I feel like somebody's going to try and reach out to you this week. Maybe try and apologize, or they're going to be thinking of you and you're going to be picking up on that. And it's like, well, where the hell is it? This right here. I'm really seeing it's like you had your chance. You had your chance and you fumbled the bag. You lost out on me. And maybe they're not reaching out to you, but they're definitely like thinking about you, and you're picking up on that big time. I see that this week too. We have the 2 and the 4. 2 and the 4. There's a duality that needs to happen. But there's something from the past of this creative flow. Something of the past, right? I think it's this like second guessing. I got a phone call from my husband. So, but we're trying to figure out a duality of how to move forward, right? Because it's like we have these goals of what we want to reach towards. We want to be more financially stable, but there's things we got to juggle around and figure out, okay? And we cannot continue to do the same thing and expecting to, you know, get some type of recognition or anything like that. It's like somebody just keep complaining. You keep complaining, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and nothing's changing. Stop being a victim to your own crap. Like the world doesn't owe you anything, okay? The world doesn't owe you anything. And you need to leave that mindset behind you, okay? Because things aren't happening as quick and as fast as you want them to, all right? Remember, this is a guidance and advice tarot channel, okay? And we keep it real over here. So if you don't like what I'm saying, I don't know. Sometimes you need some tough love. And I needed to hear that too. So what else is happening for everybody this week? Hang on. Okay, so I haven't seen all of these yet, but we got the Five of Swords, the Star, that Aquarius energy, that Aquarius new moon, Seven of Coins, Nine of Coins, Ten of Swords, the Hanged Man, and the Sun. And we're going to end this tarot card reading here because when we end at the Sun, it shows that things are going to work out. It's just in the beginning, while we're heading towards this, it may not happen right away. And that's why the Hanged Man's coming in. We're suspended in time. Things may not be happening this week as fast as we want them to, but towards the end of the week, we're really going to see things pick up and start coming into movement and action for how we want them to. And this makes a lot of sense because of the retrogrades. Even though the retrogrades are ending and moving direct this week, there is still that post-shadow period. There is also that when it moves direct, it's not moving. It's standing still. So nothing is happening, okay? It takes a few days and then it takes a couple of weeks until we really see like, all right, things are really like, no more retrograde is here, okay? But remember, retrograde is not something to fear and be like, I need to hide under a rock. I'm having anxiety. I'm mentally stressed out. This is going to be triggering this week for a lot of you guys. A lot of you guys are going to be triggered by this week, okay? But you got to remember, it's all in your head. And retrogrades are a time of period to slow down, redo, and revise. Even during the post-shadow period. It just starts to move a little bit more during that time. All right? But remember, we're ending with the Sun. And I'm reading these backwards right now because it's just what I'm being told to do. And that's a retrograde thing right there. You move backwards. All right? We get the Nine of Coins, Seven of Coins. There's a lot of work that still needs to be done. Right? But it's like looking at what you've already done and really soaking in that abundance and feeling self-assured. That's the goal, what we're trying to reach towards, is feeling self-assured, secure, and the hell is that word? Not just secure in like finances, but you're looking to feel secure within your relationships and within your own self too. I see there's like a lot of self struggle, okay? There's like this conflicting thing that's happening up there mentally of trying to leave old ways of how you think and perceive yourself. I feel like for a lot of you, the way you grew up was you weren't allowed to speak on how you felt, and that's something that is going to be triggering you this week, of like over apologizing to people. Like, say it's like you're having a conversation with somebody and it's like they're listening, they're engaging, they really like what you're saying, and it's almost like therapeutic in a way, right? And then you start apologizing for saying what you're saying. But it's like, you called me. You wanted to talk to me. You wanted to vent. Why are you apologizing? You know what I mean? It's like this contradiction kind of thing going on. It's like, oh, I need to vent. And then it's like, oh, I'm so sorry I vented to you. And it's like, what are you apologizing for? So it's like this thought pattern, okay? That's an example. It doesn't mean for everybody. But there's something going on in that type of energy, right? I'm also seeing people like going back into like some old ways. Okay, again, when we have that 4 cups, you're going back into old ways, and then you want to sit here and complain why nothing's working out for you. Why is nothing working out for me? Oh, because you need to walk away from it. You need to, when we're in a transitional period right now of like actually changing, okay? That is where we are. And when we get into that transitional period of trying to change and move forward and do different things, we have to adapt to the changes that we're not used to. And that's where the struggle's going in. That's why we want to go back. We want to go back to the 4 cups. We want to be the 4 cups where we just sit and complain about everything all day. Nothing's working out for me. Get over it. Nothing's going to work out for you. Keep doing the same thing. That's why you need to change. It has to be, nothing's going to work out until you change the way you think about it. That's what we are doing this week. We are literally sitting back and thinking, all right, I got to really make some changes about myself and how I think about things. How are you talking to yourself? Are you paying attention to that? Affirmations will be good for this week. I'm picking up on too. I'm hearing like saying affirmations like I am strong, I am healthy. Even if you don't usually do that, I'm hearing like somebody being like, I feel silly doing this. This isn't something I do. This isn't in my realm of my transitional periods of, you know, when I've transitioned in different things in the past. But that's where this is what this is saying. It's time for something different. It's time to step out of the box. It's time to be weird and get into your weirdness. This is what this is saying. Get into your weirdness. Do something different. Okay. The star says it wants you to be unique because you are. And it wants you to embrace the differences that you have in this world. It wants you to be that shining star. Especially the biggest one, because we're ending with the sun. And these two, Aquarius and Leo, oppose each other. Okay? So again, when I talked about that duality that we're looking for, finding this duality in working with, how do I stand out in crowds? And how do I also stand out within my uniqueness as well? Where I can be there for others, but also be there for myself. You can only give so much to others when you're not giving enough to yourself. And that's why this 9 of coins is coming out too. It's like, we need to, it's like, get into that Taurus energy of just feeling comfortable, stable, relaxed, really good about yourself, indulging in the things that you love. Do that. Okay? We're working towards this goal of just feeling really content and secure in ourselves and in our lives. And I feel like that's where we're gonna end the reading at. It's really just this transitional period this week, and there's a lot happening. I feel like there's a lot of conflicting things of like going back into our old ways and fighting with ourselves. It's like a mental fight. It's like this ping pong, like keep going back and forth. Do what feels intuitively right to you on your path, and just know that if you go back into your old ways, then you're just going to go back into your old ways in every shape and form. So nothing's going to change for you. Nothing changes until things change. Okay? All right. Now I'm going to pull. Okay. Before I pull that, I actually kind of wanted to pull a Starseed Oracle. So see if we can get some advice to deal with this like ping pong kind of thing going on this week. We have Inner Earth. You'll survive this. New solutions and new beginnings. Okay? It's almost like you're in a cave and like coming out of it and seeing like how wonderful everything really is on the outside. It's just when you're in that tunnel, everything is dark. You can't see what's happening. It's like, oh, if I can't see what's in front of me, I might as well just go back to what I had before. But this is saying you're going to survive this. Just keep pushing forward. This is the uncomfortable work where we get that breakthrough. That's what this is saying. You're going to have that breakthrough. These new beginnings are happening. You will survive this. This is your not your breaking point. The hell are they saying? This is your it's not your breaking point. It's that like almost like breaking like glass ceilings kind of thing. All right, and then with the Moonology deck, we're going to pull a card for this new moon in Aquarius. I want to see what's some advice around this new moon in Aquarius for everybody. Void moon. Nothing will come of this situation. So, isn't that a contradiction with all of this stuff? I feel like this is saying nothing's going to come of this situation if you go back. You know, it's kind of just stick to the plan of what you're doing right now and focusing on, you know, transitional periods can feel still at times. And no matter how much you try and fight it, no matter how much you try and push against the change and, you know, make something happen, you just got to kind of go with the flow. And that's what this is saying. And Aquarius is all about going to the own beat of their own drum, and they go to their own flow. And then we got third quarter moon. Adjustments are required. Okay. So it's like adjusting to that, letting go of that anxiety of nothing's happening, nothing's going my way, blah, blah stuff, right? And it's like adjustments are required. And that's where the tricky part comes in of like mentally changing things. But remember, taking on new habits, it's a new year, 2023. We're dealing with another new moon. This is the time to really tap into your highest self, to be able to allow like, okay, my highest self is going to always guide me in the right direction. So these adjustments are, you know, going to happen. It's just that change is where that struggle comes in at, but you're doing the right thing. So keep doing what you're doing this week, okay? I'm Juliette, the Scorpion Goddess. If you stayed and made it this far, comment an Aquarius and new moon emoji so I know you made it this far. And comment how this reading resonated, okay? And don't forget to give it a thumbs up because the likes really do boost. And I will see you guys next time.